Hey folks, this is Mark at RC Crawling Adventures Northwest with my Axial 55 Ford. This is my 1-year anniversary review of this truck, and I'm going to make it as short and sweet and quick and easy to watch as humanly possible. I'm in my car because I'm just about to run this truck. So, alright, first of all, what do I like about the truck and what do I dislike about the truck? We'll start with what I dislike. There's not a damn thing I dislike about this truck, folks. In all honesty, there's nothing that I dislike about this truck. I love it. Okay? Stock. Everything about it, bone stock. I love it. So I haven't upgraded anything because I just haven't felt the need to. Even the stock steering servo performs pretty good, and it's showing some wear now. So I'm replacing that today at my local Hobbytown hobby shop. And I'm replacing it with the original because it works just fine. 25 bucks. All right, so why do I like this truck so much? Well, let's start with the appearance. Beautifully scaled. It's so scaled that it's officially licensed by Ford, which is very, very cool. Now, I've done some modifications on this, as I've mentioned in a couple of previous videos. This had a full roll cage on the back, which I removed and turned it into just a roll bar behind the cab. I also painted this back here to match the rest of the truck. This here spare tire used to slope like this, and the bed back here sloped back. Well, I reversed the bed. I turned it around 180 degrees, and that made the bed level. I can still use the original tire mount, and it now sits nice and level and more scale in my opinion. And instead of having that big roll cage, I just got the roll bar. So that's a little bit different. And I also removed all of the stickers, all the decals that were on here. The axial decals on the doors and Spectrum and whatever decals back here. So I did that to give it a cleaner look. So yeah, I love the appearance. So you got the detailed chrome grille here, which is fantastic. It says V8 right there. There we go. It says V8 right there in the center. Isn't that cool? Yep, and you got the Ford sticker there, decal up on the hood, front of the hood, very scaled and nice. Okay, and then this one here, also Ford F100, very scaled and nice. Super cool. The tinted windows, you can see through them, right? But they're nice and dark and cool looking. All right. Let's see. Now the scale headlights on the front, I really love. And the cool thing is that they don't come loaded, but they are loadable. And so is the little parking light down here. You can load the front parking lights here too. So I love that. Very scale and functional. And so that's very cool. All right. Let's see what else. The chrome rims. Detailed chrome rims. Oh, look at those rims, man. Those are nice. And they're durable too. They're durable. And you got the way cool, very scale looking tires, which happen to be, in my opinion, awesome performing tires too. And that's why I'm not upgrading these tires. They're fabulous in my opinion. Okay, what else? Let's see, the metal plates on the running boards. Nice touch. Let's see, they give you 3 scale ammo boxes here, which you can assemble and paint as I did. They say Axial on the top, as you can see. Okay, that's cool. No, just a little thing, but it's cool. Let's see, oh, and then finally, as far as the appearance is concerned, you know, what a great platform to begin, you know, a particularly scale kind of a retro project. You know, this would be a great platform to turn this into a really scale looking truck, including a weathered paint job and all that. You know, I mean, what a great place to start with this truck. So there you go. That's my opinion about the appearance of it. Okay, let's talk about the overall performance. In my opinion and from my experience, it's superb on rock, dirt, sand, mud, in the water, you know, like crossing a creek, or even fully submerged. Even fully submerged, it runs great. It's quite well balanced. It can be completely submerged, and the tires are not touching the bottom of the lake or creek, because the tires have some fair amount of buoyancy. So if you go deep enough, you get to where you're not on the bottom anymore, you're rather floating, but you can even kind of boat this. With the existing tires, you can kind of use the tires to boat your way back until you get the front tires back on land, on the bottom, underwater, and then you can drive on up and out of there. But anyway, it's an amazing performer in the water or even completely submerged. Great water performer. Let's see, and I'm waiting to try it in the snow. I haven't been able to do that yet, but I'm waiting to see what its snow performance is like. It's very well balanced in my opinion for steep climbs and descents, particularly. If you're doing a super steep climb, some trucks want to have a tendency to tip backwards. This one's very well balanced for that. And of course, I run my battery all the way forward in the tray, which gives me maximum nose weight and less tendency to topple over backwards. And same thing for very steep descents. It's very well balanced. It does a great job on that. I think the shocks are fantastic. They're stock, stock shocks, and I think they are great. I really do. I think they're great. So I have not upgraded those, and I won't. And when they wear out, I might at that point. Let's see. Yeah, so fantastic performance. It's got the fairly basic radio here. If I could get some focus, that'd be great. Anyway, that's the radio, and I like that you can dial your steering. You can dial your throttle trim down if you want to, so that you can really get this thing to just creep and crawl. You can just barely be hitting your throttle trigger, and it'll just really go slow if you want to. And you can turn it up a little bit, and then it'll go a little bit faster at full throttle. But anyway, I like that it will really go super, super slow as you want. I mean, you can do some really, really, really gnarly, difficult technical crawling with this, and you can just inch along a centimeter at a time. So what I'm trying to say is that the response between the truck and the radio and the throttle is real, real good. Real, real good in my opinion. The drag brake on it, fantastic. Tires, I think I mentioned it, but personally, I love the stock tires. A lot of people want to upgrade them. That's cool, but I love these. The tire material itself is grippy. They're soft enough that also adds grippiness. It's also a good shock absorbing situation when when the truck takes a fall or whatever. If you land on these tires, that's pretty shock absorbing. But mostly it's great performance. And when you go underwater, they're going to take in some water in the tire, but you can easily squeeze the water out. That's not a problem. So yeah, I think they look cool. I think they perform very well on any kind of surface, wet or dry. So well that, again, I'm not upgrading these. I don't feel a need to. The steering rate on this truck is fantastic. And you can watch any of my videos or anybody else's videos about this truck and see how fantastic the steering rate is. It's really, really good. And this truck will get in and out of a lot of situations that would not be possible without that big-time steering rate. So that's a huge thing for me. Yeah, so that's really everything. It's got a pretty good manual here with it. Pretty good manual with it. And I was able to find the replacement servo that I needed for this truck by looking in the manual. So that's very cool. All right, so that's it, folks. That's it. We'll take a look in here. And yeah, the waterproof ESC, fantastic. The motor and the gearing, fantastic in my opinion. The stock steering servo, yep, even that, fantastic in my opinion. The stock shocks, love them. Yeah, great front and rear bumper, very strong. Looks cool too. There's your battery tray. So there you go, folks. That's it. That's my 1 year review. How many minutes we got into this video? 9 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, we'll wrap it up. So there you go, folks. That's my 1 year anniversary review of this truck. By the way, it's taken plenty of falls, crashes, tumbles, rolls, cartwheels, backflips, you name it. And her body still gleams. It still gleams. This body is made of a wonderful material, in my opinion, because it does. You can see there's scratches, and if we get some focus, there we go. You can see there's some scratches and stuff. If you look real, real close, you can see some wear on her, but focus. But there we go. But it's minimal. It's really minimal, and See, you can see the scratches and scuffs, but it doesn't. The scratches and the scuffs don't take away any of the gleam. So that's they made this out of some kind of cool plastic where you can scuff it up and it still gleams pretty good. I think that's great. All right, folks, that's it. We're at 10 minutes 12 seconds. We're going to shut down the video. That's my 1-year anniversary review of this truck. I love this truck. This truck was what, about $600, including the battery and tax. You know, that's a lot of money for me for a toy. But man, it's worth every penny. It is worth every penny. I've been running it for a whole year, running it hard, and it just never fails. My battery wore out. That's the only thing that's failed in this truck. My battery wore out, so I got a new one yesterday in the bundle, which saves you $10 for a bundle, battery and S150 charger. Anyway, that's it. Review over. If you're thinking about maybe getting this truck, man, this review, you know, what am I trying to say? If you're thinking about getting this truck, do it. I just can't see any way possible for you to not be glad that you did. All right, watch my videos of it performing. Watch everybody else's videos of it performing, and I think you will be convinced to get one. It's such a fun truck. And when I do my crawls, I do kind of as hardcore stuff as I can find, steep descents and climbs and underwater and all kind of stuff, and it just never even slows down. It takes it all in stride. Okay, this is Mark at RC Crawling Adventures Northwest signing off now. Have a great day. Keep on crawling, brothers and sisters. All right.